the spirit of the cheetah up close. Then feel its speed as you race 0 to cheetah. Ride Cheetah Hunt only at Busch Gardens.
Cheetah Hunt at Busch Gardens Tampa in Tampa Bay, Florida is an Intamin-designed Blitz coaster that opened in 2011. Upon this coaster's initial installation, word quickly got around that it was one of Florida's best and most unique roller coasters. It would feature Busch Gardens' first ever launch coaster with 3 of them, and its layout would be based around the park's scenery and terrain, taking riders on a super long ride experience throughout the entire park, going through 1 inversion, traveling down some steep drops, and experiencing 3 launches of all different sizes and variety. Despite not being the first Blitz coaster Intamin ever produced, at the time of its opening it was certainly the most unique. The 2 built prior to Cheetah Hunt's opening were iSpeed at Mirabilandia in Italy and Maverick at Cedar Point in Ohio, which both focused on low-to-the-ground, snappy, and intense transitions. While Cheetah Hunt does have some of these, it focuses mainly on long, sprawling maneuvers that take place high off the ground, and instead of taking place in a very tight footprint, Cheetah Hunt goes all around Busch Gardens Tampa, taking place through many different sections of the park, going through the so-called African plains. Cheetah Hunt features a max height of 102 feet, a max drop of 130 feet, a max speed of 60 miles an hour, and a track length of 4,429 feet of track. The coaster also features 1 inversion and a max G-force of 4.0. Despite not having the most impressive or jaw-dropping stats, the coaster works with what it has, and when you have 3 different launches placed perfectly throughout the ride experience, you don't need to be super tall or fast to have great pacing and keep the ride enjoyable. As you dispatch from the station, you hit your first launch, which isn't super intense at all, but it does its job and gets you up just to the right speed to clear the initial turn. After that, you dive underground and hit your second launch, which boosts you up to your max speed of 60 miles an hour. You are now at the highest point of the ride, where you take 2 consecutive beyond 180-degree turns, which gives some great panoramic views of the park. After that, you dive down your biggest drop, which gives you some great airtime if you're in the back row. A small straightaway sends you into an off-axis airtime hill, which provides some laterals and a little bit of airtime. That sends you rolling up into a heartline roll, your first and only inversion. It's not super intense, but it gets the job done. A short mid-course brake run sends you diving to the right into the Rhino Rally section of the ride. This portion of the ride consists of a bunch of small, low-to-the-ground bank turns through some rock work and over water, which gives you a great sensation of speed and one of the best parts of the ride. That sends you into the 3rd launch, which pops you up into an ejector-filled airtime hill. That sends you into an off-axis airtime hill, which gives you some more airtime with some laterals this time. You then drop into a trench and go over one last high banking curve before you enter the final brake run. When Cheetah Hunt opened in 2011, Busch Gardens seemed to know that their brand new $20 million investment would become a fan favorite since they purchased it with 5 trains. Yes, you heard that right, 5. Yeah, the coaster's trains aren't the biggest, but 5 is still a lot. From what I've heard, only 4 can operate at any given time, and the 5th one is just there to serve the purpose of being able to be added to the track if one of them is undergoing annual maintenance. If any of you guys watching this video have not yet been to Busch Gardens Tampa and are planning to do so soon, run to this coaster immediately after opening or as soon as you get there. It might not seem like the best idea, but you will thank yourself later. I don't know what it is, but this coaster is so popular. It got a 90-minute wait just 45 minutes after the park first opened. And Busch Gardens wasn't even that crowded on the day I was there because Kumba and Montu were walk-ons all day, and those are considered to be some of the best roller coasters on Earth. As far as theming goes for this coaster, there really isn't much throughout the ride experience, however the queue line is awesome. It's completely indoors, which is great to help you beat that Florida sun. However, the inside of the queue line is just as great. It features some weird African drawings and writing all over the walls and ceiling to help you pass your time of that obnoxiously long line. However, the main centerpiece is a ginormous cheetah statue about halfway through the line, which is super immersive and very interesting to look at. There's also a bunch of facts about both cheetahs and the coaster itself throughout the queue. And the final thing I want to touch on with this coaster is the whole debate over restraints and smoothness. I got one ride on Cheetah Hunt in the very back row and I thought it was glossy smooth. No roughness, no rattle, no vibration, so I definitely enjoyed that aspect of it. And with this coaster's restraints, I didn't mind them at all. In fact, I actually prefer these hard plastic ones to the soft-strapped ones that you can find on Maverick at Cedar Point. I know that that's unpopular, but that's just my opinion. The hard plastic over-the-shoulder restraints got nowhere near my head or neck throughout the entire experience, and the lap bar wasn't nearly as bulky as the ones that I remember experiencing on Maverick. Anyways, to wrap up this video, I just want to go over my final thoughts on Cheetah Hunt. This coaster definitely exceeded my expectations. It had more airtime and a way better layout than I expected, and as I mentioned previously, the restraints didn't bother me at all. For a final score, Cheetah Hunt will be receiving a 9 out of 10. I loved this coaster and it's one of my favorite roller coasters in all of Florida. I think it's super underrated. It has great airtime, a great inversion, and 3 great launches. Combine that with an incredible setting and solid theming, you definitely have a winner on your hands. I recommend everybody go to Busch Gardens Tampa. It's an incredible park and this coaster is just icing on the cake. Anyways, what do you guys think of Cheetah Hunt at Busch Gardens Tampa? Let me know in the comments down below, and let me know if you think I am overrating this coaster, and tell me why. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave it a like rating, and subscribe for more roller coaster content just like this on Hangtime Thrills. I'll catch you guys next time.